Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the podcast. This isn't quite the way that I wanted to have a podcast comeback because I've been gone, the past 8 weeks, really. Holy shit, it's been 8 weeks today. You guys, I had a baby 8 weeks ago. Where does the time go? You gotta be kidding me. So anyways, I had planned on podcasting sooner, but I'll be honest, I just wasn't feeling it. I was really enjoying I wouldn't say being unplugged because I was totally on social media and listening to other podcasts, but just being in my own nest, I guess you could say. There was a big learning curve, having 2 kids compared to having 1. I knew things were going to be tough. I guess I just didn't realize how tough. Nobody can actually prepare you for it until it happens. It's just like having your first baby. Everybody can tell you what you need to do or how you need to do it. You can read all the parenting books in the world. But the truth is that everybody parents differently and everybody's journey is a little bit different. And until you experience it, you can't really completely prep yourself. And so I knew baby number 2 would, throw a wrench in my game. And oh hell, it really did. But I kept my head above water and I made sure that I was asking for help this time. I had so much more help than I had with my first one. I even hired a postpartum doula, which I ended up not even using. And that's another story because I still feel guilty about not actually utilizing her. But at the time I had so much help that it almost seemed okay, if I bring in this person and this person and this person, then I feel like it's too much. There's too many people involved. So it was a very weird thing going from, almost no help with number 1 to lots of help with number 2. But you get what you ask for, right? So I asked for a lot more help this time. But anyways, the reason I wanted to hop on here is because, I just like to be raw and real and honest with you guys. And I was really feeling called to do a podcast. So I am currently driving on my way back home. This is my first quote unquote work day. And I just dropped both of the kiddos, both of my babies, dropped them off at the daycare. And so today is kind of a trial day. I don't really have a whole lot planned, but I wanted to be available for, Oakland's first day back to daycare and Brooks' first day. Brooks's? I still have to figure out how to do that plural and make it sound right. Brooks's first real day of daycare. So he has, obviously stayed home with his dad, which is not daycare. That is parenting. Your husband or their father watching their child is parenting. It is not babysitting. I will repeat that again. Dads parent. Dads don't babysit. Okay, that is a huge pet peeve of mine. But anyways, so I've left Brooks with his dad, with my husband, a few different times, and it's no big deal. He did fine. He's stayed with his grandparents a couple of times, but nothing more than 2 or 3 hours, right? So today is going to be a 6-hour trial, and I just keep telling myself he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. And I'm just going to believe that, and if he's not, we'll deal with it at that time. But, so anyways, I dropped them off and I'm heading back home, and I'm actually having kind of mixed feelings about it. Part of me is sad that they are going to daycare because I want to be the main influence in their life, and it's almost kind of that guilt. I feel like a terrible person, a terrible mom. What kind of mom sends their kids to daycare? And I know that's just a bullshit story that I'm telling myself, but I still feel it. But on the other side, I'm woohoo! I get me time, quiet, no dirty butts, and no screaming in my face, and no, I actually get to wear a bra for a few hours, which I know sounds crazy that I would be excited to wear a bra, but I have basically been braless the last 8 weeks because I just am breastfeeding all the time. It is just nonstop, and so I'm actually wearing a shirt, a real shirt that doesn't have boob milk stains on the front of it, and I'm wearing a real sports bra. I actually started working out again this last week, so it just kind of feels good to get back into a routine and feel like a real human versus just a milk maker and an ass wiper. So I am excited for that. I'm excited that, I just get to sit down and actually like focus on some things. You guys know me. I've always talked about split focus equals split results. And I'm telling you, I've had really split focus the last couple of weeks because I'm like, I feel the urge to get back into work and to like help people and like, open my platform up for you guys. And I have some new endeavors that I'm working in. So stay on the lookout for those. I will be sharing those things with you too. It's not a coaching opportunity, but it's an opportunity to have me help you financially. So keep that in your back pocket because I would just be honored to be able to help you guys, not only in your personal development, in your professional development, but to actually help you like where it counts, like save you money at home and really help you come up with a game plan for your financial future. So stay on the lookout for that. I'm not revealing any more right now. But anyway, so I felt the call to really get back into the swing of things and just kind of share what the 8 weeks has been like and what's in the future. And, it's funny, I haven't podcasted in 8 weeks, and still so many of you are listening or re-listening and sending me emails and sending me DMs and saying, oh, this is exactly what I needed at this time. And so I want to just take a moment and say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how much it means to me when you guys reach out and say, I feel like I'm being heard. I know I'm not the only one going through this. What you're saying and feeling is exactly how I felt and what I'm feeling right now. And I really feel blessed to be a part of your life and a part of your journey. And it really just means a lot to me. It just warms my heart and it makes me want to cry when people say nice things to me. But I really, though, like, my mission in life is to help people. Like, that's why I'm here. Whatever arena we are in, I just want to make sure that I'm helping you be the best that you possibly can. Like, that is it. If I will go through the trenches with you, I will do the dirty work so that you can live an easier, happier, healthier life. Like, that is my main goal. So thank you guys. It just kind of realigns me on like where I'm at and where I'm supposed to be, and I appreciate that, really. Anyway, so I just wanted to hop on and, give you guys some updates and things like that, and just let you know that I'm back. And we're going to talk about all the feelings and how to navigate things, and talk about, time freedom, financial freedom, all of the things that we go through. I'm going to start this new fitness journey, which I am super stoked for, because I have mom bod number 2. And I'll go into this in a lot more detail in another episode, but basically I gained about 30 pounds over my pregnancy, which is fine. I gained about 30 pounds with my first one, and I think they say anywhere from like 25 to 35 is average, but I mean, I've known people who gain like 10 pounds, and I know people who gain like 60 or 80 pounds. So to each their own. What your body is doing is remarkable, and I'm not here to judge anybody for the amount of weight that they've gained, but I know that that's always something that I'm curious about. I'm like, oh, I wonder how much weight they gained, or I wonder how much money they make, or I wonder how this happens, or I wonder what it's just genuine curiosity. So for you guys who are genuinely curious, I am about 5'5". I think I was about 140 pounds. No, I lied. I was 145 pounds when I found out I was pregnant. And when I gave birth, I think I checked the scale, I'm going to say a few days before, and I was hovering right around like 178, 180. And then I had the baby, whatever. And right now I'm tracking the numbers just to kind of gauge where I'm at. I'm not like obsessed with the numbers, but I do check them on like a weekly basis. And right now I'm hovering about 158. So ideally I would like to be down into like the 140s. That seems to be a pretty comfortable weight for me. I would really like to get down to like 135, 130. I don't know if even that's at, I can't talk, you guys, like words don't come to me. I don't even know if that's possible to get that low or how that would feel. But I do really want to like lean out and really get my body back to like an optimum working level. And I don't give a shit what anybody says about get your body back, blah, blah, blah. It makes me look good and it makes me feel good. Like, I'm totally comfortable with the body that I have now, but I'm continuously striving to be a better human. And if I don't work towards a better feeling, better looking body, that's not me really showing up as my best. That's me just being an excuse of like, oh, I had another baby, I'm just not going to do shit with my body. Like, and again, like, I'm not trying to shame anybody. These are straight my feelings. And so while I am very grateful for what my body was able to do, and for those of you who don't follow me on social media or anything like that, I ended up having a home birth. I shouldn't say ended up having it. It wasn't like an accident. It was a planned home birth. But I kept it under wraps because I got some negative feedback from a few people. But it's funny because once I posted about my home birth, people were like intrigued by it. So I will do an episode of my birth story, and then I will do an episode of like what my home birth consisted of and how I transitioned from like an OB to a home birth, and how that whole transition happened, you know, with my husband and insurance and other family, and how nobody was on board except for me, but I just felt in my gut that it was best. Anyways, back to my body, because that's what I'm working on most recently. So anyways, what I'm going to do, I've been doing some home workouts, and while I love home workouts, they don't push me enough. Like, I'm that person that needs like high level accountability. Like, you need to show up somewhere. Not always, but that's kind of the season that I'm in right now. To get started, I need that high level accountability. Like, I need to go somewhere and bust my ass. And so, I also like lifting heavy and pushing the limit. So I get bored really easily with like 10, 15, 20 pound weights. Like, I want to get out the squats, like the squat racks and the deadlifts and like all of these crazy, insane things that I just love. Like, I love the intensity of it. So I will be joining CrossFit probably next week after I kind of settle into this daycare routine. And my goal is to go at least 3 days a week to CrossFit to kind of get like my heavy lift, intense workout on, and then work out the rest of the time at home. I also need to really dial in on my nutrition. I will not sugarcoat this, you guys. I have been a candy-aholic, like sugar-aholic. Like, I have a severe addiction to chocolate this last like 2 months. Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, all of the M&Ms, all of the Snickers, all of the ice cream, all of the cake, like anything sweet, I have just been like, give me all the chocolate in the freaking world. And it shows on my body. So I need to dial it in and stop eating so much fucking candy. And it sucks because like this time of year, it's Halloween, it's Thanksgiving, it's Christmas, like there's candy everywhere. And so while I'm not going to eliminate it from my diet or from my my diet, whatever, I'm going to cut it back, you guys, to like one fun-sized candy a day. I wish you guys could. I should have recorded all this stuff. Like, I wish I would have recorded this stuff, but I'm just like sitting there in my rocking chair, shoving my face full of M&Ms. Oh my God, that's my life. I always, this just like popped in my head, but there's like a comedy skit where he's like, oh, I'm just naked in a beanbag eating Cheetos. That was me. With a baby on my boob. Like, why don't we get those newborn pictures, guys? Hell. Anyways, so right now I'm going to be working on my journey to, quote, get my body back, but I'm not going to get the body back that I had before. I'm going to make my body even better. I'm going to be doing some pretty insane things this next year, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and I'm fucking stoked. I can't wait. Oh, actually, I'm scared shitless. That's neither here nor there, because I'm sure your goals scare you shitless, and if they don't, message me and I will help you find some big ass goals that scare you shitless but get you a little bit closer to the person that you want to be. Let's see, what else? Housekeeping wise. So be on the lookout for some upcoming podcasts. I know this is just kind of like a ramble one. This is me brain dumping you guys on all the things that have been going on in my life the last couple of months. So So let me see. How do I want to end this? If you guys have any specific questions about like what I've been up to, my birth story, postpartum, workouts, coaching, the new opportunities that I have coming out, like what do you guys want to hear? Send me a message, send me a DM. I'd love to hear you. I'm going to go back through all of my messages and my emails to kind of see what it is that you guys want to hear on the podcast. And maybe what I'll do is even like, a Q&A. So if you guys send me enough questions, I'll just do like a straight up like Q&A episode of what you want to hear about me, my story, my life, how I can help you guys, or how I've worked through something, or if there's a certain guest you want to hear on a podcast, just hit me up. You can send me an email at support@sashadavis.com, or you can send me a DM on Instagram. My handle is sasha.davis. So that's SAUSHA.DAVIS. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. Again, words don't come to me. And I am stoked to be back. It was a rough couple of months. I will not lie. I will share it all with you very, very soon, but it was a rough couple of months. It was nothing easy about it. I had lots of help, but excited to be back. All right, guys, have a kick-ass day, and I'll catch you soon. Thank you for listening to the Confidence Coach podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, I want to invite you to leave a 5-star review and share what you loved most about this episode. You can also screenshot and share it on social media. Tag me at sasha.davis. And if you're looking for additional resources, head on over to sashadavis.com. Check out ways that you can work with me and all the free resources that are available to you. Have a kick-ass day.